Hi there, my name is Bowie. I use they, them pronouns. Welcome to your training session. This session, we are going to be doing a bunch of movements using a backpack or like a reusable grocery bag or something like that. Pop some heavy-ish things in them, and that's going to be our piece of training equipment today. We have 3 rounds that we're going to work through. Each round has 4 exercises and we're going to repeat them 4 times. So it's a bit more of an intense session today. If you're new to moving, I'd suggest starting with either something really, really light in your bag or just with the bag and just getting those movements down even. But start at your own pace. You know yourself and how your body moves. You know what's going to be best for you. So work within those limits. Feel good about having a rest, having a breather, a sip of water, anytime that you feel good about doing that, because I'm going to run through everything without pausing, but that doesn't mean that you have to as well. And don't think your movements have to look exactly like mine. All of our bodies move differently. So wherever your body is at is going to be how it moves, and that is 100% okay. I want to acknowledge the original custodians of this land on which this video was being recorded. I want to pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. This video is brought to you by Proud to Play. We're going to begin our session with a warm-up. We're going to start with our shoulders. Nice big circle backwards, controlled here. We're not just swinging our arms, we're guiding it backwards. A little rotation through the hip, totally okay. That's it, let's reverse that. We're going to come forwards now. That's it. 1 more now. And we're going to swap sides. Do exactly the same thing. That's it. Keep it controlled. Again, it doesn't matter if it looks a bit different on this side or moves a bit different on this side from the other side as well. It's all good. That's it, 1 more. Excellent. Arms come out to the sides, palms up. We're going to circle our elbows up, down and around. Rotating your forearms as you do this. That's it. I'm going to go back the other way. That's it. Nice. Shake it out. Elbows tucked to the sides, palms face us. We're going to circle our palms towards our bodies. Nice and controlled here. Nice big circles, getting as much rotation as you can through your wrists. Doesn't matter if there's clicks and pops. Wrists can be noisy sometimes, especially if they're not used to moving in all the directions we're going to ask them to. Let's go back the other way. You're going to push your palms away this time. Excellent. Shake it out. Hands are going to come to hips. We're going to push our hips forward. We're going to do some nice big hip circles here. That's it. Two more. Alrighty, last one. And then we're going to reverse it and we're going to go back in the opposite direction. Pushing your hips out as far as you can in each direction as you do this. That's it, almost there. 1 more. Nice. Shake it out. Feet are going to come a little bit closer together. They can touch if you like. We're going to dip the knees, rest our hands just lightly on top of the knees, and we're going to circle. That's it. Keeping it slow, keeping it controlled. You don't want to push too far out to the sides. Let's go back the other way. Again, my hands are just resting really gently on tops of my knees here. We don't want too much body weight, especially if we're pushing sideways. We don't want pressure on our knees in a sideways direction. That leads to sadness. coming down to our ankles. If you need to hold something for balance here, feel really good about that because we are going to be on one foot. Once you feel ready, we're going to circle inwards with our ankles, making a nice big circle here, as far around in each direction as you can go. And then back the other way. That's it. Swapping sides. Try not to get your knee involved as well. It's all about the ankle. Back the other way. Sometimes different parts of us like to just join in. Nice. Feet are going to come to somewhere around hip width apart. Toes slightly outwards. Hands to in front of chest. We're going to do 10 squats. So nice and slow. Nice and controlled. We're not dropping down. We lower ourselves down to the bottom of the squat. 6, almost there. 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one. 10, nice. Feet are going to come wider than the shoulders, much wider than the shoulders. Hands are going to be in front of the chest again. We're going to dip to one side, and the side we're dipping away from, we're going to pull the toes up. Swap sides. I'm just going to alternate left and right here. Just getting to wherever you can get to. You notice you'll get a big pull up the inside of your leg here. That's what we want. So work with where you're at. Keep it slow. Keep it controlled. We don't want to rush through these. That's it. Nice. Whew. All right, friend, I hope you are nice and warmed up. We're about to jump into our first round. So have a sip of water if you need, catch your breath. I'll see you back in just a moment. Here we are, friend, round number 1. We have 4 exercises to work through with our trusty backpack. So remember, put in as much weight as you feel comfortable to. Don't go too hard, too fast. You can always gradually build the weight up. We're going to start with a curl. So we're going to take the bag and you're just going to grip it by its handles here. It doesn't matter if it's a backpack, doesn't matter if it's a shopping bag, just hold its handles, one in each hand. It's going to be in front of the hips, and then we're just going to curl our elbows, bring the bag up to our chest and back down. We're going to work through 10 of these. So nice and slow, nice and controlled. 3, 4, it's 5, it's halfway. 6, 7, that's it. 8, 2 more. 9, last one, and 10. Nice. Pop the bag down. We're going to come to the floor now. We're going to do a movement called a floor press. So I want you to lay down. You're going to bring the bag to just shoulder height, and you're going to bring it across and onto your chest here. Elbows are going to be resting on the floor. Then all we're going to do is press straight up. Keep it lower over your chest. You want it about mid-chest height. You don't want to let it float up over your face. Coming back down. We're going to do 10 of these. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. That's it. That's 7. We're almost there. Keeping it low over the chest. 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Popping it down. You'll find for that one, you'll want to have a nice even weight distribution, so you're better off putting like a book or something in a bag that you can have a nice balanced grip on and stuff, especially if you're using a shopping bag. If you've got cans in there, those things are going to roll around. It's going to make it a little bit more challenging. Next up, we have a tricep extension. So we're going to take our backpack. This movement might be a little bit awkward to start with. We're going to hold it overhand like this, and then we're going to bring it around to behind our head, just like you would to put the backpack on. Elbows are going to point up, and the bag's going to be sitting nice and low on your back. From here, we're going to straighten our arms straight up. and back down again. We need 10 of these. That's 2, 3. Feet can be wherever you want them to be, but just make sure that your back stays nice and straight. You don't want to end up with a bit of a push forward with the hips there. So keep your butt squeezed just a little bit tight. It's 5. This is 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Nice. Bringing that bag down. Elbow comes overhead. Back to front. And we're going to finish off. You can spin that bag around so the handles are facing you with a front raise. So bag is going to be held just in front of the hips, and all we're going to do here, you can bring your hands a little bit wider if you like. We're just going to raise to chest height and come back down. We're not swinging it up. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. If you find this is a bit hard, you might want to shift some weight out of your bag. That's totally okay. Work with where you're at. You want all of these to be achievable. That's 5. If you can't lift, you can change that weight. 6, we're almost there. 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Nice. So we're back at the start. We have these exercises to work through 3 more times. If you need to have a sip of water at this point and have a breather, totally go with that. Jump back in when you're ready. I'm going to start at the top with our 10 curls. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it slow, keeping it controlled. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. 9. Last one. And 10. Nice. Popping it back down. We come down for our floor press again. Making our way down, however we feel good about. Bringing the bag up to next to our shoulders, rolling it across so it's on that mid-chest area. And we're going for 10 here. 1, making sure the weight's nice and balanced. 2, 3, 4, 5, it's halfway. 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9. Last one. And 10. Nice. Bag comes back down to the floor. We come to standing. We have our tricep extensions. So pick our bag up. We spin it around. If you've got a backpack, you want to spin it around so that when you turn it and put it over your head, the flat faces your back. If you've got a shopping bag, either side is flat, so it won't matter. When you're ready, bring that elbow up and around so the bag comes to behind your back. And let's go for 10. 1, 2, making sure you've got a nice even grip here. 3, keeping your elbows pointing up towards the roof. 4, it's 5, it's halfway. 6, squeezing your butt nice and just gently tight so that you don't get an arch in your back. It's 8, 2 more. 9, 1 more. 10. Nice. Bag comes down, elbow across the top of the head to the floor. Spin it around. We have our front raises. Just right straight up in front, just to chest height. Let's go. 1, 2. Again, just gently squeezing your butt. 3, 4. It's 5, 6, 7, almost there. 8, 2 more. 9, last one. 10. Nice. 2 rounds down. Have a breather, have a sip of water again if you want. We're working through from the top. We have 2 more times to get through. Feel good about adjusting that weight in the bag anytime you feel as well. Don't think that you've got to have that same weight just the whole time through. Work with where you're at. So feel good about that. From the top, let's go our 10 curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost there. 8, 9. Last one. And 10. Nice. Plopping the bag down. Come to our floor presses. Setting ourselves up. Bag at shoulder height, rolling it across to our chest. Remembering it stays at mid-chest height. It does not float up over our faces. Let's go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there, 8, 9, and 10. Amazing. Plopping that down, making our way up. We have our tricep extension, so again we face the back away from us so that when we pick it up and swing it over the top, it sits nice and flat against us if we're using a backpack. Alrighty, let's go for 10. Elbows pointing up. 1. This is a really important one to remember not to be arching your back for. So squeezing your butt and gently crunching your stomach will stop that. And if you're noticing any discomfort, that'll help. I think it's about 5. We'll do another 5. 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10. Nice. Back comes down. Spin it around. Ready for our front raises. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's it, 6, 7, almost there, 8, 2 more, 9, 10, nice. Just one more time to get through, yes. Again, having a breather, having a sip of water, as you feel good about doing. When you're ready, we start from the top, 10 curls. Here we go. 1, nice and slow, even though you might be getting a little bit tired, keep it slow, keep it controlled, lowering down as well as curling up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Nice. Popping it down, we have our floor press last time through. Coming onto our backs. Rolling the bag over onto our chest, making sure the weight's nice and even. Let's go for 10. 1, keeping it low over your mid-chest. 2, 3, 4, 5, that's it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Not getting tangled up in the bag. That's it. Tricep extensions. So again, we spin that back away from us. Lifting it up. Comes behind. Elbows point up. And let's go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there, 8, 9. One more. And 10. Bag comes down, spinning around. Last lot of front raises. Yes. Here we go. 1, 2, just keeping it at chest height if you can. 3, no higher. 4, 5, 6, that's it. 7, almost there. 8, 9, last one, and 10. Well done, friend. Have a drink, have a breather. We have 2 more rounds to get through. I'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, friend, to round number 2. We have 4 new exercises to work through, 4 times through. We're going to start using our backpacks. We use our backpack for all of these. With a bent row. Also, feel good about using a shopping bag if you like as well. Sometimes that's a little bit easier. Pop in whatever weight you feel good about. Our first movement is going to be a bent row. So we're going to start holding our backpack or shopping bag. It's in front of us. Feet are going to be under the hips. We're going to dip the knees and you're going to poke your butt out. It's going to feel weird and that's okay. Adjust your hands as you need if your bag is resting on the ground. And then what we're going to do is pull the bag up towards our chest, bring our elbows to behind our ribs. We're going to 10 like this. It's okay to bring your hands wide to the sides of your chest as you do this. It's 4, 5, gently squeezing your shoulder blades together at the top at this point. 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Nice. Backpack comes back to the ground. Back to the ground, yes. Next up, we're going to do a deadlift. So we're going to be pretty much putting ourselves in exactly the same position we were just in here, except just repeating that position as the bent row. So start with bag in front of our hips. Again, feet right under the hips. And all we're going to do is lower the bag down by dipping the knees and bringing it down to the floor. And then slowly standing up. If you find you need to adjust your hands for that to make a little bit more distance, that's fine. Feel good about that. Again, and standing back up nice and slow. You can even come sideways like this if you like. Wrists are coming just to below the knees. Standing back up, reaching your butt right back. It's 4. It's 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. And 10. Coming back to standing. Nice. Bringing our bag back to in front of us. We're going to do a wood chuck. So we're going to get a little rotation in the hip and bring the bag to the outside of one hip. Just like this. Then we're going to slowly curl and lift, rotating to the other side and lifting the bag up, reaching out like we're trying to chuck something over our shoulder. So we go. And back down. That's 5, we're going to go to 10. Keeping your arms nice and straight at the top there. Twisting at the hips. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we swap sides, we do the exact same thing on the other side. So we start rotating to the opposite side, twist, reach up and across. 1. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. 2. If you feel you need to take some weight out of your bag at this point, feel good about that. 3. 4, 5, 6, just keeping it nice and slow, nice and controlled. 7, 8, having your eyes follow your hands the whole time. 9, just to help you stay controlled. One more. 10. Nice. Finishing off, we're going to do a squat. So you're just going to bring the bag. You can just hold it in front of your chest here. That's going to be perfect. You can bring it sideways if you prefer, whatever feels most comfortable for you. But just holding it close to your chest. Feet are going to be somewhere just wider than your hips. And we're going to do 10 squats. Coming as low as you can here, keeping your chest up nice and tall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. So have a breather, have a rest if you like. We're back at the top. We have 3 more times to work through. Starting with our bent row. So again, setting our bag up in front of us. We dip the knees, we poke our hips back and we stay in this bottom position here. Eyes are going to be looking probably kind of about 1 meter in front of you, just to keep your neck nice and straight. Bring the wrist up to the ribs, pull the elbows behind. So 1, 2, 3, squeezing your shoulder blades at the top. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Nice. Bringing the bag, setting up ready for our deadlift. We bring it up to in front of our hips, making sure the weight's nice and even. Dipping the knees, reaching the hips back, lowering it down to just below the knees. We're going for 10. Remembering that our feet are under our hips. Here we go. 1. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Almost there. It's 8. Keep it slow, keep that pace nice and consistent. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Amazing. On to our woodchucks. Starting on the same side that you started the first time, if you can remember. Bag is out to the side, gently twisting of the hips, feet stay facing forward. We twist, reach up and across. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. It's halfway, doing well. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. And 10. Nice. Swapping sides. Going the opposite way. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, we're almost there. 8, 9, last one, and 10. Amazing. Finishing off with our squat, bringing the bag up to in front of the chest, however it feels good for you. Feet somewhere around hip width apart. 10 squats, here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5. We're not dropping into a squat, we're lowering ourselves down. 6, almost there. 7, it's 8, 2 more. 9, last one. And 10. That's 2 times through. We have 2 more times to get through. Yes. Have a breather. Have a sip of water if you need. We're going to start back in from the top with our bent rows whenever you're ready. Setting ourselves up, feet under hips, bag in front of the hips. We dip the knees, reach the hips back. And let's go. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the shoulder blades at the top. 4. It's 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Nice. Standing straight up, keeping your feet exactly where they are. We're going to go to our deadlifts. So dipping the knees, reaching hips back, wrists come to just below the knees for 10. It's 1, 2, 3. Standing up nice and straight at the top, gentle squeeze of the butt. 4. That's it. It's 5, 6. Doing well. 7, 8, 9. One more. And 10. Nice. Back to our woodchucks already. Yes. Feet can come a bit wider here if you like. Starting on the same side as you started with the very first time. Rotating across, reaching up, pressing up to the opposite side. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, nice and slow, nice and steady. It's 5. Doing well, it's halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and then we're swapping sides. 10. Here we go. 1. Twisting at the hips again, feeling good about that. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's halfway. Doing well, keeping it slow, keeping it steady. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes. Squats. And then we're on to our final round. Hey, setting the bag up in front of your chest, holding it nice and close. Feet, just widen your hips, toes slightly outwards. Let's go for 10. It's 1, 2, 3, it's 4, it's 5, 6, almost there. 7, not dropping here, we're lowering ourselves down. It's 8, 2 more. 9, last one. And 10. Amazing. One more time to get through, yes. Remember, friend, resting as you need. If you're starting to feel a bit fatigued, feel good about adjusting that weight in your bag if you like even. Work with where you are at, with what feels good for you. When you're ready, bring our feet to under our hips. We have our bent rows last time through. Dip the knees, reach the hips back. Back comes down, pulling up. Elbows come past the ribs. 1, 2, squeezing the shoulder blades at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's it. 8, 9, last one. 10. Nice. Standing straight up, keeping your feet exactly where they are. Bag comes in front of the hips. 10 deadlifts. Here we go. Dipping the knees, poking the hips back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Standing up nice and tall at the top, squeezing your butt. It's 5, 6. That's it. Almost there. 7. It's 8. 9. Last one. 10. Nice. Woodchucks. Yeah, here we are, last time. Bringing our feet a bit wider. Turning the hips. Bag starts at one side. Rotate, reaching up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one. And 10, yes. Swapping sides. Here we go. 1. Keep it slow, keep it steady here. Don't rush through because it's the last one. 2. We want control. That's how we stay safe. It's 3, 4, 5. This is 6. We're almost there. 7. 8. 2 more. All the way to the end. Keep it strong. 9. Last one. And 10. Nice. Finishing off, we have squats, and then we are done with this round. Yeah. Getting everything nice and even in our backpack. Bring it close to our chest. Feet come somewhere around hip width. Toes slightly out. Let's go 10 squats, finishing us off. It's 1, 2, it's 3, doing well. 4, control that low phase. It's 5, we're not dropping. 5 to go. This is 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, last one. 10. Yes. Well done, friend. Second round down, we have just one more to get through. Have a breath, have a sip of water. See you back in just a moment. Here we are, friend, our third and final round. We have 4 new exercises to get through, starting with a toe tap. So your bag is just going to be on the floor in front of you. We're going to stand probably about a foot length back from it. And all we're going to do, we're going to take one foot and we're just going to tap the top of our bag. Then we're either going to step back and tap the other side, or we're going to put a little hop in there. And we're going to go for 10. So Either option works for you, go with that. And let's go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just nice and light on the bag. We don't want to stomp it. We're going to leave that right there. We're going to go to a back to ground, which essentially is from standing, hopping yourself down onto the ground, however you can get there, laying flat on your back, and then hopping up so that you can lay back down. We're going to do this 5 times. So this is 2. Taking time, getting up and down however you can. This is 3. Two more. 4. Last one. And 5. Nice. But we're going to stay on the floor now. I'm going to do a pull through. So we're going to be on hands and knees, and the bag is just going to be on one side. No, I want to shift that. The bag is just going to be on one side. You're going to take the opposite hand to what side the bag is on, and we're going to pull it through as far as you can. So you want to straighten your arm. That hand comes to ground. The opposite hand now grips the bag, pulls it back through, straightens the arm. We're going to do 10 like this. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. And 10. Yes. Coming over onto our backs now, we're going to do a sit-up. You can do this either with or without the bag, whatever feels more comfortable for you. But if you want to use the bag, we're going to roll it onto our chest like we did for our chest presses. And then all we're going to do, the bag is going to reach forward, and it's actually going to help us sit up. I'm just going to come and let the bag help us sit up, lower back down. Just gentle shift forward and allow that weight to help pull you up. It's 2. It's 3. Control that lowering. 4. This is 5. It's halfway. 6. We're almost there. 7. That's it. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. And 10. Whew. Bag comes to floor. Plop. We jump up. That is 1 time through. We're going to go back to our toe touches. Starting from the top. Resting as you need though. Have a sip of water. Have a breath. Take your time here. We've got 3 more works to get through. When you're ready, toe taps nice and light on the top of the bag here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Working through at whatever pace that works for you though. Back to ground. Yes. Coming back. Laying flat. Standing up. It's 1. We've got 5 to get through. 2. That's it. This is 3. This is halfway. 3. 2 more. 4. Last one. And 5. That's it. Back down, we have our pull-throughs. So, setting your bag up. Hands and knees. Opposite hand reaches through. Pulls and extends right out. 1. 2. 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're almost there, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Sit-ups, yes. We are cruising through the round. This is the end of our second round, so it's technically halfway. Yes. Bringing our bag onto our chest, sitting ourselves up. When you're ready, we gently shift the bag forward and help it pull us up. 1, 2, that's it. Just getting as high as you can. You don't have to sit the whole way up. 3, just wherever you can get to. 4, 5, it's halfway. Keep it going. 6, staying as controlled as you can. 7, 8, 2 more. 9, 10, yes. Bag comes to the floor. Hooray! We have 2 more times to get through. Starting at the top with our toe taps, remembering rest as you need, rest as when you feel that you need to. Jump back in when you're ready. Let's go. Light toes on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes, back to grounds. This time, I want you to do the opposite side from what you were just doing. So I was using my right side. So now I'm going to come down and I'm going to use my opposite side. This side might feel a bit funny hopping down with. We generally favor one side, but these next 2 times through, we're going to use our opposite side to usual. That's 2, 3, 2 more, 4, 1 more, and 5. Nice. Back down, we have our pull-throughs, setting ourselves up. Yes. Hands and knees, leaving enough space to slide the bag through. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Sit-ups. Yes, we're almost there. Doing so well. Rolling the bag onto the chest. Making sure our grip is nice and comfortable. And when you're ready, we reach the bag forward and we sit up. 1, going for 10. 2, 3, 4, that's it. This is 5, this is halfway. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, and 10. Yes. Rolling the bag off. We have just 1 more time to get through. Yes, doing so well. Here we are, back at the top, ready for our toe taps. Nice and light toes, just on top of the bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes, back to grounds, using our offhand side, or the opposite side to what we usually would. 1, 2. Getting down just however you can, however feels good for you. There's no right or wrong way. It's just your way. This is 3. This is 4. Last one. 5. Nice. Back down. We have our last time with our pull-throughs. Setting ourselves up. Hands and knees. 1. We're going for 10 alternating. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're almost there. 8. 1 more each side. Doing well. 9, 10. Finishing off with our sit-ups. Hooray! This is it, the final round of rounds. 10 sit-ups, finishing us off. Keep it controlled the whole time. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 5, halfway. 6, 7, doing well. 8, 2 more. 9, last one. 10, yes. Bag comes down. Whew. We come to sitting. Well done, friend. That was a great round. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you enjoyed this whole session. Maybe did some things you've never thought to do before with a backpack. Hope you had fun, found it a good challenge, and hope you just enjoyed yourself. I look forward to our next video, and I hope you can join me there. Have a rad as day.